it's Donna Joriasha, and today I want to talk about what we make things mean about us and how that impacts us in our business. So have you ever been in a situation where you're having a conversation with someone and they're just not getting you, and you're trying to get your point across and they're just not getting it, and then what they're saying back isn't making any sense to you? Maybe it's a fight you're having and you're trying to explain your point of view, but the fight just keeps escalating and escalating and you don't know what's going on and you can't understand why they can't understand. Maybe you don't actually mean any offense, but they seem to be getting more and more offended. So what's really going on in this situation? Well, we interpret everything that happens in life through a lens of what it means about us, okay? So this filter, this lens comes from a belief system that we formed about ourselves, often when we were a very, very small child. So it's this belief system then that filters every bit of information in the world that we get. We see it through this lens, and we're basically backing up our belief system. We're increasing the foundation of our belief system, making it stronger and stronger by interpreting stuff to mean a certain thing about us because of what we believe. And that's why 2 or 3 or 4 people can all observe the same thing, but then they all have a different interpretation of what actually happened because they've interpreted it through a different filter of what it means about them. So when you're having a conversation with someone, it's really your belief system having a conversation with their belief system. And sometimes this doesn't work. You get clashing belief systems, and both of you are interpreting the same information differently. So there's what you think, there's what you say, there's what they hear, and there's what they think that you said. And this is because it's coming through our belief system, out our mouth, into their ears, then through their belief system to their brain. So the interpretation is all about what they think it means or what you think it means. And so the same thing's happening to you when someone's saying something to you, when something's happening in life, you're interpreting it to mean something about you. And this can be very, very subtle. So how does it affect us in our business? Well, if our deep-rooted belief in our heart, and often this is not a conscious thought because the adult thinks differently, but if the child in us believes that we are not good enough, we are not smart enough, we are not worthy enough, then the interpretation of things that we get are going to back that up. And this slows us down because if every time something happens to us, we're interpreting it in a way that is going to have us like cringing, or we don't want to put ourselves out there, or we just keep getting like rebuffed or ridiculed, or people saying awful things about us. If that's what we're seeing, that's really just interpreting stuff, and it's really just us only picking up on the stuff that is backing up that belief system. So when someone says something nasty in a video about us, or something that we've done, they say something nasty, we're interpreting that to mean something about us. But in reality, they interpreted what we said to mean something about them, and they're not responding to that. It has absolutely nothing to do with us at all. Is that confusing or what, right? So let me give you an example. So when about a year after I published my first book, The 7 Steps to Closure, I realized that there was heaps and heaps of reviews on Amazon about it. So I sat down one afternoon, and I was meant to be writing my next book, and I was reading these reviews, and there was all these wonderful 4-star reviews, 5-star reviews, and they were all saying beautiful things about my book and my work and how I made them laugh. And then I got to this 1-star review, and it was vicious. Like, it wasn't just a awful review about my book and how awful my book was, but it was a personal attack on me from somebody who didn't even know me, right? And oh my God, it was like whoosh, like the carpet, the rug just got pulled out from underneath my feet. All my energy was gone, and I had to shut the computer, and I went for a walk on the beach. I cried a little, and I was so miserable, all right? That night, rather than working when I was meant to be getting this book done, I just lay on the couch, I watched telly, and I'm pretty sure I ate like a liter of ice cream, right? Because I was looking at what this person had said, and I was letting it back up my personal belief about myself and about my writing, my self-esteem issue, we could call it, about my writing. So even though I had all these amazing 4 and 5-star reviews, and I had won, I think, a couple of awards by then, I think the book had even been shortlisted for the London Book Festival, and yeah, I'd won some awards. I think it even got into the top 100 on Amazon by that point, right? Even though all of that was there, proving to me that my work was good, this 1-star review totally undid that, because my belief, my fear and my belief was that I wasn't good enough. So sometimes we see stuff and we only see the bad because that's secretly what we believe about ourselves. While all around that, there is good things happening. We see the world through this veil, this filter of our belief system. And it impacts It impacts what we do, what we say. It impacts us being able to be the best version of ourselves because we're too scared to put ourselves out there. But in reality, it's all just what we're thinking about ourselves. When people say bad things about us, it's got nothing to do with us at all. It's all that what's going on in their head about them. You can be the nicest person in the world. People are still going to choose to hate you because of what's going on in their head and what they're interpreting what you say to mean about them. So you just need to stop. Every time you find yourself dragging your heels about doing a Facebook Live or about putting yourself out there or by having an opinion, every time you find yourself trying to get everyone to like you and trying to play the even field and stopping yourself from being a polarizing personality. I mean, if you want to be successful, you need to attract your target audience towards you and make them love you, which means you're going to repel people away from you and make them hate you, sorry. For you to have people that love you, you have to have people that hate you because you're being lovable and hateable at the same time. And that's all about what people are making you mean about them. Now, if you need help with this, if secretly deep down inside you find that you are doing this, you're dragging your heels, you're making stuff mean about you, and it's that fear that you're not good enough, I have a meditation I have created on self-worth. So if you want this self-guided meditation, just comment below this video, yes please, and I will get it out to you so that you can start working on this issue, so that you can stop dragging your heels in your business. You can stop throwing that sand into the machine of your business. It's the mind drama of what we make about ourselves, and you can start flowing freely towards your goal of the clients that you want, and you can start to have that dream life and that dream business working with your dream clients that you desire. Okay, hope you got something out of this. Don't forget, comment below if you want that self-worth meditation and I will get it out to you. I hope to see you guys very, very soon for our next training this week.